All right. So, for those of you joining us for the first time, want to let you know a couple things about working here at the main stage. You do want your headphones on. We're going to go ahead and get started, friends. I invite you to put your headphones on so you can hear the presentation. Once you have your headphones on, you will notice that you have a little volume control on the side. If things are too loud, you're the master of your ship. You can turn it down. If things are too quiet, vice versa. Some other supports that we have here for you. Right over here, you see that we have the Interprify app available for you. What this is, if you want closed captions, if you want any language interpretation, all you have to do is scan this QR code, takes you right to this service. Let's go ahead and show the next slide. There, it's just a few short steps. As you can see, we have a variety of languages available for you, and that is Interprify. Of course, we want to thank our AV supporters who are helping us have sound and lights and also these fancy headphones. So thank you so much to Audio Engineers Northwest, Blue Danube, and Quiet Events headphone experts. Want to let you know, Blue Danube, Audio Engineers Northwest, they have their booths right behind us. And so if you want to go learn more about them, just go and visit them. Also, if your cell phone is running low on juice, guess what? Audio Engineers Northwest has some phone chargers for you. So head on over there. And now with no further ado, I'm going to turn you over to your next tech demo speaker, bringing to you a demo on Event Pro Suite. Hey, Jackie Baker, take it away.
Okay, thank you, Sasha. All right, this is really trippy to hear myself in my own ears, but I'm kind of loving that nobody else except you guys can hear. Hi, everyone. All right, my name is Jackie Baker. Oh, do I have a click? Oh, I need a clicker advancer. There we go. Please hold. Okay. Green button. All right. Okay, green button. I got this. Okay, so my name is Jackie Baker. I'm the founder of Spark Events. We're a full-service not profit. We are for profit. Let me start again. We're a full-service event planning agency, and we have our booth over there as well. But one of the things I'm going to talk to you today is about Event Pro Suite and get into how this actually changed the way that I ran my business, and we'll go from there. Okay, just a quick overview of what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about sort of like where we are as event professionals, how Event Pro Suite helped me run my business, why I decided to build the platform the way I did, and replacing all the tool chaos and things like that. So we'll jump right into it. Okay, so the reality is, as event pros, we are really good at running events. We are experts in that field. But then when we come home, we have to do, from our event, we have to do all of these other things that we weren't necessarily passionate about, know how to do, or anything like that. Sales, accounting, you're the help desk. Oh, I can't log in, what's going on, right? So human resources, hiring, business development. So we have to do all of these things. So we want to make it easier and more streamlined. How it helped me run my business is that I needed a way to make it easier. I needed to get away from having so many different systems that didn't talk to each other. So what it did was it saved a lot of time. I log in once to Event Pro Suite, and then I don't have to, I just keep it open all day long. I don't have to log into like multiple things. Automation. So when I get something sent out, if someone needs a follow-up, it'll do it itself. I just set like 48 hours later, if they haven't signed the contract, it'll just send the contract out for me and remind like, hey, you need to sign, which helps me close faster. And as owners, we want them to sign that contract and give us the money, right? So here we go. Also, your whole team can get on it. So you have one platform that your whole team can log into. And then you can feel good about that nothing's going to slip through the cracks. So let's get into it a little bit more. This is just my, I got a testimonial on there, but there's a couple of testimonials. We've got quite a few event planners in the pipeline right now working and using this, so they are super stoked. All right, so this is the way we built it, and this is like a little bit of behind the scenes. So we were juggling a lot of tools, and we wanted to put it all together in one. So we've got CRM, we've got a task manager, we've got a content manager, a social media suite, a scheduling suite, and a contract suite. So this was the old way, and I'm sure this looks familiar to a bunch of you, right? We've got multiple logins, we've got subscriptions to like 8 different things. They don't talk to each other, and you're doing stuff manually a lot. And then you forget like, oh, I didn't update all my new contacts. But the new way is it's all in there, it's a single log on, and it's one subscription price. I like to put the price there because everyone's like, well, what's the price? So the price starts at $97 a month, and we'll show you a little more detail about what that looks like. Yeah, I don't like doing repetitive stuff. What our tech stack replaces, and you'll recognize some of these tools here, it replaces these all in one place. So I know how much I was paying for each one of these items every month on repeat on my credit card, and you forget, but then they also, when they don't talk to each other, or you need a new password, then it's just like back and forth, and it's a whole thing. All right, so my slide colors turned a little different, but that's all right. So again, everything from one single account, no more password juggling, it shares all the same data, and your team sees the same thing across the board. All right, let's look inside. This did not look like my slide, but that's okay. Okay, so let's dive in. This is our demo site. This is what it looks like. This is the CRM suite. So I started out really needing a CRM. Everything was living in a spreadsheet. My Outlook contact list, it was driving me bananas. I couldn't find someone when I needed to get a hold of them. So this will have all of that. There's no limit to how many contacts you can have in here. You can tag them. You can search in a smart way, like in the search area. You know, hey, I need a hotel contact in California. Hotels California comes up. Hotel California, that's kind of funny. All right, coffee's kicked in. So you can search for everyone with the smart filters. You can just import everything through a CSV file, so it's a super quick upload. And it has all the activity for each person in there. So if you email them, it will say the last time you emailed them was, and this is what happened. You had a phone call meeting on your calendar. You talked to them 2 weeks ago about such and such. It all will live in their contact file. So it does sync with Google and Outlook, so that makes it really convenient. Okay, the next one, which I love, is the pipeline suite. Again, I used to list all my events in a spreadsheet as well. I was like, okay, who am I talking to? It's like, did I send them a lead? Should I email them? Did I send them a proposal? So this lives here. It's a Kanban board style, so it's like Trello if you're familiar with that. And you can just put different columns. So the way I like to do it is I have one for leads. I have one column if I've already sent out a proposal, and then you can put an automation behind that as well to like remind them about that. What's active and what's completed, and then off the screen is what's lost. Because I like to also show that like maybe I didn't win that gig, but I can follow up again later, and then you can sort of track all of that. So this is really handy when you come back from a long vacation and you need to know, what am I doing? And then this is really helpful. Who am I talking to? Payment suite. Okay, this is another one I use a ton. So we can do invoicing from here directly. It does sync up with QuickBooks and other payment options like Stripe. You can send out estimates and invoices. And then it integrates with, again, multiple different payment apps, which we need to get paid. Okay, the other one that I was spending a lot of money for was the contracts. So what I love in here, it's also in the payments area, because it's all related to the money, is that you can set up a template for your contracts. And so I have one cut and paste in there, logo, it looks great. You add a signature field at the bottom, you copy it in a link, or you send it as an email, and you can get your digital signatures here. What's awesome about it as well, because that is the fastest way to get signatures, is it'll tell you where it is. So you drafted something up, you've signed it, but you're waiting for them to sign it. If they haven't in 48 hours, they'll send out a reminder, and then you keep all your contracts in one spot. Loved it. This was so expensive to pay for. Sites. The other thing, am I going too fast, by the way? Okay. Again, the coffee's really going. Anyway, so what we also did was we were paying for hosting and managing our website. So we wanted to do that all there and remove that cost as well for GoDaddy and HostGator, I think is what I was using years ago. So we migrated our website over and we manage it within Event Pro Suite. It's super easy to migrate your websites. If you don't like your website, you build a new website. Have multiple microsites, so if you're doing a promotion, you're doing something specifically for another client, and they just like, I need a site that does this, make them one. And then they can live here as well. So there's no limit to how many sites you can have. They've also got a website builder in beta right now that uses AI. But for me, it really is like Canva. I mean, you can drag, you can add a photo, you can go in there and edit, so you don't have to pay someone to do your website for you. You can actually, once it's set up, you don't like the wording, you want to update a new quote or testimonial, your client can, or you can go in and do that yourself. It also has forms and surveys and quizzes and blogs, so you can add some like cool interactive stuff, or if you want to just engage with the people in your CRM, hey, I'm trying to do like source some different information. I'd love to like crowdsource this from you. What do you guys think? You can do that here as well. So this also helps get rid of SurveyMonkey. That was $500 a year for SurveyMonkey when I was using it. Nuts. Okay. Okay, and one of the things that really struck me is that your website is a digital storefront. So it's open 24/7. Like it needs to do something for you instead of just sitting there and looking pretty, right? Like there's a brochure model and then there's the growth engine model. So you want to actually take leads from there. What if your website could do more? What if, like EventPro Suite also has a website chat widget in there. So anyone can put it in, it feeds into your CRM. Hey, great, thanks for contacting us. I see you're interested in blah. And then go ahead and like click this, schedule a time, love to chat. And it just does that all with you and it feeds it all in together. Okay. All right, so this is the pricing. I like to be transparent because I know how much I was paying per month. So initially, the EventPro Essential is $100 a month. This is more of like if you just have a smaller team, and great. For a larger team, 3 to 5, it's $200 a month. And then for teams of 6 to 10, I say plus, because a lot of us are small businesses. You don't need everybody in here, right? Maybe you just need sales, accounting, the marketing folks, your intern to do your social media, that type of thing. We can go into there. Also, one of the things that is super important, and I can definitely vouch for, is that you're not just buying a platform, you're getting the customized help you need. So literally call, text me, or my husband Jeremy, he's the very technical one, but if it's an operational one, just text us and we can help get it all squared away for you. So we've been doing this for a while now, so we've got a lot of answers to a lot of things, but if we don't, then we'll go ahead and figure that out for you. Okay, so this is the next step. You can go to eventprosuite.com. You can book a demo. I do the demos for you, so we'll actually just walk you through it. You can ask any questions you want. You get a 14-day free trial. We also have a special offer that I can tell you all about when you book your demo just for the show. But I kind of whizzed through this really quickly. I'm just wondering if anyone has any questions. Or we could, oh, yes.
Does the survey feature have like full reporting capabilities?
Yes, so the survey feature does have full reporting capabilities. Each of the different elements in there have a reporting system. So there's also a marketing element as well. So you can see how you show up on your SEO. It'll run an SEO report. It'll show what your Google reviews are right now, keywords, all of that stuff's built in. So yes, it does. Any other questions? I know I went really fast. Yes.
How much time does it typically take to get everything set up for your organization?
So this is a great question. It depends how complicated, right? So if you're very tech savvy, you can go ahead and, excuse me. I love this show. If you're very savvy, you can probably take you about a week to kind of get it in. But if you have like a big website to migrate or you want to build a new one, if you're like, I've got some technical elements that are super, they're so technical. Jeremy tried to explain it to me. I'm like, you're that guy. I'd give it about a week or so to fully integrate. And then our onboarding process, we go up to 3 months of just really like, okay, contact us. We'll set up a call every couple weeks, get you going. And then as needed, if you have questions, we're there all the time. Yeah, okay, yes.
You mentioned Asana as one of the software that you can replace. I didn't see any task management or functionality in there. Does that exist?
It sure does. I didn't want this to go too long, but yes, we've actually put a plugin there for task management. So we assign each by an event and who the team members are. One of my team members nodding, this is what we do. And then you can just make a template, like, hey, we're doing a conference. It's all there, start plugging it all in. If you're gonna go super, super deep, I mean, you could still do that in here, but it does save a lot of money. There's probably, and then they just added an event feature on here and a ticketing feature as well. So there's a lot that's built into here that I can go through on a demo that I'm not gonna get stopped We're out of time. 1 minute. One last question, anyone?
How about the post-event reporting for their clients?
So in here, we can pull together any data, depending on, like, yes, if there's ticketing involved, if you need to know budgeting and all that, you can pull a bunch of that in. We really need to customize that component, but it's possible to pull that information because we want to house everything in one spot, right? So you can send your team member over and you can see, here are the pricing, here are the reports, here are the invoices, here are the payments we've made, and then you can pull all that in there because you can do the attachments in there as well. Okay. I think that went actually really quick. Great. If you have any questions, my booth is right there on the corner. I'm happy to chat with you, and so you can learn more, and you can save money and be more efficient. Okay.
We love saving money. How about a round of applause for Jackie Baker? And when we're applauding in silent, we have sparkle fingers like DC right in front. Sparkle fingers. All right. Thank you so much for joining us at the main stage. We are about to take a brief break from this stage, but we will be back at 12:15 with Hospitality in Flow, AI that frees up your team to serve better and grow faster. So go make your way around the floor. Join us back here in about 30 minutes.